latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rob Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Kibawe Bukidnon achieves insurgency-free status. AFP remains confident in meeting insurgency defeat targets. Vote counting machines arrive early to ensure smooth election preparation. DOJ pushes for cybersecurity awareness among children.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD.
Good day, everyone. As well to our troops at Camp Emilio Ginaldo, Quezon City. Today is Thursday, November 28, and we will bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. I am Ralph Suzon for AFP Committee News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
For the brief overview of our stories, Kibawe Bukidnon was officially declared insurgency-free through MPOC and MADAC Resolution number 08 series of 2024. It is the fifth town in the said province to achieve this status, following San Fernando, Kadingalan, Damulog, and Dangkagan. Major General Alan Hambala, the commander of the 10th Infantry Division, commended the Aguila troopers for their efforts in bringing peace to the region. He also said that the victory is for every Filipino who dreams of a safer and more prosperous homeland.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines announced that its efforts to defeat communist insurgents are on track, with plans to declare more areas insurgency-free by December. AFP spokesperson Colonel Francel Margaret Padilla shared that 2,319 communist group members and supporters have been neutralized since January, including 2,042 surrenders. This progress aligns with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive to eliminate the insurgency, allowing the AFP to shift focus to territorial defense missions. Meanwhile, Colonel Padilla urged the remaining New People's Army members to surrender and help address the larger challenges.
Armed Forces Radio.
From NOLCOM, let us hear some information from Joanne about 3rd Mechanized Battalion assists POS to avail government programs in Tarlac.
About 488 farmers and members of people's organizations Malayang Magbubukid ng Sundalo or Malaya receive cash assistance amounting to 3,000 pesos each during the payout assistance under the Ayuda para sa Kapos ang Kita program or AKAP from the Department of Social Welfare and Development held at Diwan ng Tarlac, Tarlac City on November 26, 2024. The payout assistance is a part of the Serbisyo Caravan conducted on November 16, 2024 in Hacienda Luisita, Tarlac City. It was an initial support to the established people's organization, while the establishment of their other sustainable livelihood project is still in process. It was facilitated by the provincial government of Tarlac, led by Governor Susan Yap through its Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office in collaboration with the 3rd Mechanized Infantry Battalion under the operational control of the 702nd Infantry Brigade, 7th Infantry Division, Philippine Army. Among the beneficiaries are the members from the people's organization that were established and organized by the 3rd Mechanized Battalion, particularly the Malayang Magbubukid ng Hacienda Luisita, Kutkutu Multipurpose Cooperative, Ungut Coconut Village Cooperative, Central Azucarera Cooperative, other members of Ambala, and some are farmers from Hacienda Luisita. This is John Sagaok reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Joanne Sagao.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Commission on Appointments approved the promotion of 22 officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines yesterday. The promoted officials include Cesar Molina, Jonathan Aquino, Jonah Dalagit, and others. Meanwhile, Colonel Suharto Magudatus' ad interim appointment was rejected due to his failure to submit required documents and non-compliance with chamber proceedings. According to CA panel head Representative Jardine Jesus Romualdo, the decision was made after multiple bypasses and failed submissions.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
Relatedly, 6 generals from the Philippine Air Force and 1 Philippine Air Force Reservist general received the official confirmation of their ad interim appointments during a Commission on Appointments session at the Senate of the Philippines. The newly confirmed PAF generals are Lieutenant General Agustin Malinit, the AFP Inspector General, Major General Eric Gatchalian, the Commander of Air Education Training and Doctrine Command, Brigadier General Moises Micor, the Wing Commander of Tactical Operations Wing Central, Brigadier General Jonathan Aquino, the Wing Commander of 355th Aviation Engineer Wing, Brigadier General Jose Bonifacio Calup, the Wing Commander of 4th Tent Maintenance Wing, Brigadier General Joel Inakay, the Deputy Commander of Air Logistics Command, and also Brigadier General Jude Ejercito, the Wing Commander of 5th Air Force Wing Reserve. Congratulations to the newly confirmed generals for their continued dedication and service.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
And let us hear more updates from Jai about 97 IB and Rizal LGU Empower Youth in Leadership Summit.
ROF, the 97th Infantry Kalasaglahi Battalion, in partnership with Rizal Local Government Unit and Bureau of Fire Protection Pinian, hosted a Youth Leadership Summit at their headquarters in Barangay del Pilar, Pinian, Zamboanga del Norte. The event gathered 38 youth from Rizal's barangays to enhance leadership skills and disaster preparedness. Activities included leadership workshops, first aid training, tree planting, and team building exercises. Relatedly, 97th IB Commander Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy J. Sanz and Mayor Marisa D. Manigsaka highlighted the role of youth in community development and resilience. This is Jai reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jai.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Marine Battalion Landing Team 10, in partnership with the GMA Kapuso Foundation, distributed early Christmas gifts to students in Basco Batanes elementary schools. The initiative brought holiday joy and support to the students, who expressed their gratitude for the much-needed resources. MBLT-10 continues to strengthen its partnership with the government to support the education and improve the welfare of children in Batanes.
DWDD National News.
For our national news, the Senate hiked the Office of the President's 2025 budget by 5 billion pesos. This is to fund the preparation of the country's hosting of the 2026 Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit. From just 10.4 billion pesos in the House version, the Senate version brought up the OP's budget to 15.8 billion pesos. Senate Finance Committee Chair Grace Poe explained that the OP has to prepare a venue for about 400 meetings for the ASEAN.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
We have a report coming in from Leonor about 56th IB and partners deliver aid to Macatao Elementary School.
The 56th Infantry Battalion's Alpha Archons Company with the Davao Mountaineering Alliance conducted a community outreach program at Macatao Elementary School, Barangay Tapak, Paquibato District, Davao City. The initiative benefited 71 pupils through school supplies distributions, free haircuts, and feeding program. The effort aims to provide essential services and strengthen community ties with more assistance planned for the area. And this is Leonor Tanap reporting for the AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Leonor.
DWDD National News.
Miro Systems announced that it had delivered all 110,620 automated canning machines for the upcoming 2025 national and local elections. The country's election system provider is a month ahead of the government-mandated deadline. Miro said the final delivery included 9,860 machines along with their accessories, bringing the total count to 110,620. The agency also explained that they understand the importance of delivering on the government's milestones.
DWDD National News.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. returned to the Philippines from his one-day working visit to the United Arab Emirates. The president brought home several agreements aimed at strengthening the bilateral ties between the two nations. In his arrival statement, Marcos expressed optimism about a successful implementation of the agreements in culture, energy transition, legal cooperation, artificial intelligence and digital economy, as well as investment cooperation. PBBM also expressed his gratitude to the UAE's care and respect for the Filipino community there.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
And now let's hear a report on the ground about DOLE, DAR, and 94th IB lead anti-child labor campaign in Negros Occidental. Going for the details, Beth Tañete.
94th Infantry Battalion, Department of Labor and Employment, and Department of Agrarian Reform launched an anti-child labor campaign at Mahalang National High School Gymnasium, Himamaylan City, Negros Occidental. The campaign educated agrarian reform beneficiaries on the dangers of children labor and promoted children's rights. The initiative united the community to create a safer, more human environment for children and secure their future. This is Bethanieta reporting for the AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Beth Tañete.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Education needs psychometricians for public school learners. Deputy Secretary Sonia Angara said they need professionals who can shepherd and set up the students for success. They're currently working with other government agencies to relax regulations, allow psychometricians to come into the system, and temporarily fill the gap. He also pointed out that the number of vacancies in basic education for guidance counselors was above 4,000.
DWDD National News.
The government is sounding the alarm on the rise of incidents of online abuse, including the sexual abuse and exploitation among the children. DOJ Interagency Council Against Trafficking Undersecretary Felix Tees said studies show that 1 out of 100 Filipino children have been victimized by online sexual abuse and exploitation. This is the reason why the official highlighted the importance of teaching children internet safety. To protect the children from all forms of abuse, the government is teaming up with the private sector by teaching the young minds the dangers of the online world.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
From Solcom, let us hear from Sena about former CNT tip leads to the recovery of war material in Camarines Norte.
Acting on information provided by a former communist NPA terrorist, troops from the 16th Infantry Battalion recovered a landmine, ammunition, and other war material buried in the outskirts of Barangay Malata, Plabo, Camarines Norte. Recovered in a large blue container were 3,143 rounds of assorted ammunition, 17 rounds of 40mm high explosive grenades, 1 landmine with blasting cap, 1 magazine for M16 rifle, and subversive documents together with personal belongings. Meanwhile, the recovered war material is under the unit's custody and will be turned over to appropriate authorities for documentation and proper disposal. It can be recalled that in July of this year, the unit also recovered 5 large containers carrying 21 rolls of detonating cords used for making IEDs valued at approximately 2.3 million pesos. The recovery of these dangerous materials represent another significant blow to the operational capabilities of the remaining CNTs. This is Sena from Solcom reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Sena from Solcom.
DWDD National News.
The Bureau of Customs warned the public of the prevalence of so-called parcel scams. Customs Commissioner Bien Rubio said this as he announced the Bureau's plan to launch a nationwide customs community caravan to inform and educate the public on how to avoid falling prey to parcel scammers. Rubio said this has been proven successful in the recent customs community caravan held in Pasig City and Mandaluyong City. The nationwide caravan will be conducted with the onset of the Christmas season.
DWDD National News.
A magnitude 5.2 earthquake occurred northeast of Tarlac City early Thursday morning. According to PBOX, the quake occurred at 5:58 a.m. with a depth of 199 kilometers and tectonic in the region. No damage is expected, but there may be aftershocks.
Armed Forces Radio report.
And for other updates, let us hear the details about 63rd IB joins fourth quarter peace and order meeting in Samar. Go ahead, JR.
63rd Infantry Innovator Battalion participated in the fourth quarter Municipal Peace and Order Council meeting at the Municipal Hall, Sumaraga, Samar. Led by Mayor Mirna Ojeda San, the meeting included Lieutenant Colonel Eduardo I. Miclat Jr., Acting Commanding Officer of 63rd Infantry Battalion, local officials, and law enforcement representatives. Discussions focused in assessing peace initiatives and enhancing partnership to address the municipality's security concerns. This is JR reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Yes, Rolf.
Thank you, JR.
DWDD National News.
Around 300 persons deprived of liberty were evacuated after a fire broke out in a residential area in Santa Cruz, Manila. This happened Thursday evening. The PDLs were detained in a male dormitory at the Manila City Jail when the fire occurred. According to the Bureau of Fire Protection, the blaze in Barangay 310 has reached fifth alarm.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Tourism vowed it would support ideas from local government units on promoting their respective tourism industries. Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco led the groundbreaking of the Legacy of the Sea project. This was proposed by the LGU of Bolinao in Pangasinan on the island of Silaki. The project aims to boost the reputation of Silaki Island as the giant clam capital of the Philippines by building infrastructure that uses environment-friendly materials.
Armed Forces Radio report.
Let us hear more from Meljoy of First Year G about 24th IB troop victims of ambush in Malibcong, Abra received financial assistance from CHR CAR.
The Commission on Human Rights Cordillera Administrative Region provided financial assistance to survivors and orphaned families of victims of human rights violations by communist terrorist groups held at the headquarters of the 24th Infantry Wildcat Battalion, Camp Major Luis F. Bersamin Sr., Barangay Tagudtod, Lagangilang, Abra on November 27, 2024. It can be recalled that on October 27, 2022, 24th Infantry Battalion soldiers in Abra Province were victimized by an ambush of the communist terrorist group that resulted in the death of the 2 soldiers and the injuries of 2 others in Abra Kalinga Road, Sitio Kotop, Barangay Gakab, Malibcong, Abra, while performing services to the town and providing humanitarian assistance to the said province during the 7.0 magnitude earthquake. Private First Class Randy F. Cinco, one of the survivors of the raider, was awarded financial assistance, and the same assistance was handed over to the bereaved families of late Corporal Jimmy T. Viernes and late Corporal Aris F. Bautista, who were hailed as heroes of the town who were part of the Wildcat Battalion. The 24th Infantry Battalion officials and soldiers expressed their heartfelt gratitude to the assistance awarded by the Commission on Human Rights, as it shows the importance of the lives and services of every soldier securing and serving our nation. This is Meljo Inesio Arroco reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Meljoy from First Year G.
Armed Forces Radio report.
On the other line, let us hear more from Glenn Gultian about AFP delegation visits Guam for ROTC partnership program.
Yes, good afternoon. The Armed Forces of the Philippines delegation led by J9 paid a courtesy call to Consul General Rosario P. Limke at the Philippine Consulate in Guam. The team representing Army, Air Force, and Navy Reservice Affairs oversees the ROTC Cultural Understanding Leadership Program in partnership with the University of Guam ROTC and Guam National Guard. AFP ROTC cadets join the UOG ROTC Corps for fall FTX training, fostering mutual understanding and leadership skills. The revived program strengthened ties between the AFP and Guam, highlighting shared best practices in ROTC management. This is Glenn Ligulchan reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Glenn Gothian.
DWDD National News.
Three weather systems, the shear line affecting eastern Luzon, the intertropical convergence zone, and the northeast monsoon will bring cloudy skies with rains in most parts of the country Thursday. Pag-asa says due to the ITCZ, Caraga, Davao region, and northern Mindanao, and also the eastern Visayas, Bohol, Siquijor, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi will get cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms. Shear line will bring cloudy skies with rains and thunderstorms in Cagayan Valley, Cordillera, and the provinces of Aurora and Quezon, Metro Manila, Ilocos region, the rest of Central Luzon, the rest of Calabarzon, Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, and Marinduque will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated light rains due to the northeast monsoon.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time and same station. Again, this is Ralph Suzon for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng